Hey everyone, welcome to Beyond the Gates. I'm Alessio, and I'm so excited to have you here. If you love Beyond the Gates, then you're in the right place. Make sure to hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss a video. Alright, let's dive right in. The sun filtered through the elegant curtains of the Hamilton mansion as the day of Bill's birthday dawned, filled with the promise of celebration but laced with unspoken tensions that had been simmering for weeks. Hayley, dressed in a sleek red ensemble that accentuated her determined poise, bustled in the kitchen, her hands carefully preparing what she deemed the perfect gift, a single cupcake, meticulously crafted with a secret ingredient that would ensure this birthday was unforgettable, though not in the way Bill might hope. "Darling, I've made something special just for you," she cooed as she presented it to him on a silver platter, her eyes gleaming with a mix of affection and something far more sinister. Bill, ever the cautious patriarch, eyed the gluten-free, sugar-free confection with suspicion. "Are you trying to kill me with health food?" he grumbled, his deep voice carrying a hint of humor that masked his underlying wariness. Unbeknownst to Hayley, while she stepped away to answer a ringing phone, Bill swiftly switched the cupcake with a regular one from the tray, his instincts honed from years of navigating betrayals in both business and love guiding his quick hands. As guests began to arrive, the atmosphere buzzed with forced cheer. Naomi slipped into the room, her usual confidence shadowed by the weight of her secret, a positive home pregnancy test that had upended her world. She had barely settled when Chelsea pulled her aside for a quiet moment amid the chatter. "Sis, you look like you've got the world on your shoulders. What's going on?" Chelsea asked, her concern evident in her furrowed brow. Naomi hesitated, her lips parting as if to spill the truth about the life growing inside her, but before she could utter a word, Hayley swept in with a glass raised high. "To Bill, the king of our castle, and to me, his queen, who promises to give him an heir by next year." Hayley's toast rang out, her words dripping with calculated intent, causing Naomi to stiffen like a board. The interruption was perfect timing for Hayley, who watched Naomi's reaction with hidden satisfaction, but for Naomi, it was a stark reminder of the family pressures she was desperately trying to escape. As the group clinked glasses, Naomi excused herself, her mind racing, while Hayley muttered under her breath, "If at first you don't succeed, try again," her resolve hardening like steel. The party continued, but Naomi's discomfort only grew. Earlier that morning, Jacob had tried to ease her evident stress by arranging a luxurious spa day, presenting the idea with a hopeful smile. "You deserve to relax, love. Let me pamper you," he said, his tone gentle and pleading. But Naomi snapped back, her voice sharp as a knife. "A spa day? That's your solution? As if that could fix this. Nothing you say or do will change my mind, Jacob. I want to make a difference for countless families through my work, not tie myself down with one of my own." Her words hung heavy between them, Jacob's face falling as he realized the depth of her conviction. He backed off, hurt but understanding, knowing their visions for the future were clashing like thunderclouds. Left alone with her thoughts, Naomi decided she needed certainty. She headed to the hospital, seeking out her friend Ashley in the quiet corridors. "I took a home test, but I need to know for sure," Naomi confided, her voice barely above a whisper. Ashley, ever the supportive colleague, nodded empathetically. "Of course, I'll run the official test right away. You're not alone in this," she assured, drawing blood with steady hands as Naomi stared at the wall, her mind a whirlwind of doubt and determination. Meanwhile, across town at the Dupree residence, chaos erupted in a lighter vein. Chelsea burst into the room where Dani and Pam were chatting over coffee, her eyes wide with alarm. "Mom, you've been robbed. All your stuff is gone," she exclaimed, gesturing wildly at the emptied closets. Dani chuckled, shaking her head at her daughter's dramatics. "Calm down, honey. I auctioned off my old fashions to benefit the Dupree Heritage Foundation. Making room for Andre's things, you know?" Chelsea exhaled in relief, laughing at her own panic before excusing herself. Once she was gone, Pam leaned in with a mischievous grin. "You know, Andre would make a fantastic model for our new agency." He's got the look, she suggested enthusiastically. Andre, overhearing from the next room, poked his head in and shook his head firmly. No way, Pam. I'm not interested in the spotlight. Fame? That's not for me. Dani marveled at her husband, wrapping her arms around him. I can't believe I married the one guy who doesn't crave the cameras. All you want is closet space, she teased, and Andre nodded with a wink. Exactly. Simple life, that's us. In another corner of the city, Samantha sat at the kitchen table with her mother June, her face etched with disappointment from being ghosted by Nathan. Mom, what do I do? He just vanished, she sighed, twirling a spoon in her tea. June patted her hand comfortingly. Sometimes, darling, people aren't ready for what's real. Give it time, or move on to someone who sees your worth. Their bonding was interrupted by Jacob's call, his voice probing as always. June, I've been wondering, who fathered Sam and Tyrell? It's time we talked about it, he pressed. June's response was vague, a masterful deflection. Oh, Jacob, some things are better left in the past. Focus on your own family now. She hung up, turning back to Samantha with a forced smile, the air thick with unspoken secrets that seemed to weave through the family's tapestry like hidden threads. As evening approached, Smitty orchestrated his grand plan with precision. He convinced Martin to step out for errands, his excitement barely contained. Pick up dinner and swing by the diner for Samantha. She could use the company, Smitty suggested casually. Martin obliged, clueless about the surprise awaiting him. Upon returning home with takeout bags and Samantha in tow, they stepped into a transformed living room, candles flickering, soft music playing, and Smitty standing there in a sharp suit, looking every bit the romantic. Martin, my love, Smitty began, his voice steady despite the nerves, dropping to one knee with a ring box in hand. We've been through so much, but I want to marry you all over again. Will you? Martin's eyes widened in shock, a smile breaking through. Smitty, you sneaky devil. Yes, 1,000 times yes. They embraced, laughter and tears mingling, as Samantha clapped in delight, the moment a beacon of joy amid the day's turbulent undercurrents. The birthday gathering wound down with lingering guests, but Hayley's frustration mounted as her tainted cupcake remained uneaten by its intended target. Bill, oblivious to the danger he'd averted, raised another toast. To family old and new, he said warmly, pulling Hayley close. She forced a smile, her mind already plotting the next move, while Naomi, back from the hospital with Ashley's promise of quick results, nibbled absent-mindedly on the switched cupcake. This tastes awful, she muttered, spitting it out discreetly, unaware of how close she'd come to disaster. Chelsea noticed her sister's pallor again. You sure you're okay? She asked, but Naomi waved it off. Just tired from the day. Jacob, watching from afar, worried about their rift, vowing silently to bridge it somehow. Dani and Andre shared a quiet evening reflecting on their blended life. Auctioning those clothes felt liberating, Dani admitted, leaning on Andre's shoulder. And turning down modeling? That's my man, content with the basics. Andre grinned. Closet space and you, that's all I need. Their banter lightened the mood, a contrast to the heavier secrets elsewhere. Samantha and June's conversation evolved into deeper advice. Don't chase ghosts, Sam, June said wisely. Build your own path. But Jacob's question lingered in June's mind, a reminder of buried truths that could upend everything if unearthed. Smitty and Martin's proposal echoed through the night, a reaffirmation of love. I thought we'd already done this, Martin joked, slipping the ring on. But doing it again? Feels right. Smitty beamed. Every day with you is a new beginning. As the episode's threads intertwined, Hayley's vow to try again loomed large, setting the stage for future confrontations. Naomi's test results would soon force decisions, while family mysteries simmered, promising more drama in the gates of this affluent world. The poison plot, rooted in Hayley's con artist past with Randy, added layers of intrigue, her seduction schemes now twisted into something deadly. Bill's survival, thanks to his switch, highlighted his resilience, but the wrong hands on the treat Naomi's brief taste hinted at potential health scares ahead. Jacob's persistence with June's suggested paternity reveals on the horizon, perhaps linking to broader family legacies. Andre's humility grounded the glamour, while Smitty's gesture celebrated enduring partnerships, offering hope amid betrayal. Expanding on these moments, the narrative delves deeper into character psyches. Hayley's internal monologue during the toast revealed her bitterness. He thinks he can cheat with Dani and get away? Not on my watch. Bill's switch was instinctive, born from sensing her shift after discovering the affair. Naomi's hospital visit with Ashley included vulnerable admissions. I never saw myself as a mom, Ash. What if I can't do this? Ashley's reassurance, you'll figure it out one step at a time, underscored their bond. Chelsea's robbery scare stemmed from her protective nature, leading to laughs that strengthened family ties. Pam's modeling pitch was business savvy, but Andre's refusal emphasized his values. Fame changes people. I like who I am. Dani's marvel was genuine affection, solidifying their marriage. Samantha's ghosting pain was raw. It hurts, Mom. Feeling invisible. June's advice, drawn from experience, hinted at her own past heartbreaks, while dodging Jacob protected long-held secrets. Smitty's preparation involved nervous pacing. What if he says no? But Martin's surprise turned to joy, their kiss sealing a renewed commitment.